and welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Club América 4, Chivas Guadalajara 0, 4-1 on aggregate in the CONCACAF Champions Cup 2025, round of 16, leg 2. Club América advances to play Cruz Azul in the quarterfinals, which should be a pretty damn good tie. Should be interesting. At least Cruz Azul could score more than Chivas does. Club América 4, Chivas Guadalajara 0. 4-1 global, la Concachampions de la CONCACAF, octavos de final partido vuelta, Club América avanza de la cuartos de final contra Cruz Azul. I mean, Jesus Christ, Chivas went down like punks, didn't they? Goals were scored as follows. In the 5th minute, Brian Rodriguez scores, takes a shot, makes the run, takes a shot, puts it past Rangel to make it 1-0, 1-1 on aggregate. 1-0 esta noche, 1-1 global, goals de visitar, empate, global empate, tied on aggregate, no goals, no away goals yet, which there wouldn't be, which means tied, but doesn't matter because 45th minute ball played across, Diego Valdez taps it home, 45th minute, 2-0, 2-1 on aggregate, 2-0 esta noche, 2-1 global, Club América líder, la global leads on aggregate, 2-1, and they wouldn't look back. Halftime 2-0, 2-1 on aggregate, 2-0 esta noche, 2-1 global. Alejandro Zendejas scores at the 65th minute. Gets it played to him, shoots it at the far post. Pops it in, 3-0, 3-1 on aggregate, 3-0 esta noche, 3-1 global. And Alvaro Fidalgo scores in the 79th minute, 4-0, takes a shot, just rolls in. The keeper could do nothing about it. That was a horrible shot, let's be real. And for the lucky side of Fidalgo, he scores. 4-0, 4-1 on aggregate, 4-0, 4-1 global, full time, 4-0, 4-1 on aggregate, 4-0, 4-1 global, Club América avanzar de la cuartos de final, Chivas eliminado, Club América will advance. Chivas are eliminated, and deservedly so, because they went out like punks. They went out like punks. They needed one goal. One goal. Well, at least up until the 65th minute, they needed one goal. And funnily enough, when they went down to 10 men, América let them control the tempo until Zendejas scored. And then after that, Chivas were just like, yeah, this is over. This is over. But América were the better team. For most of the match, they were all over Chivas. They knew they would win. They had this feeling that they would win, that at some point it was going to go their way. They were going to lead. They'd take the lead of the tie and just never look back. And then they did. 5 minutes in, they tie this damn thing up. Right before the half, they take the lead. They never looked back. They were the better team all night. Simple as. Chivas, it's like they didn't want to be there. Herediano scored more than you, by the way. Same situation, by the way. Same aggregate situation. Herediano won 1-0 at home. Chivas won 1-0 at home. All they needed to do was score an away goal. And 1-1 draw, they'd advance. A 1-1 draw on aggregate means they'd go to extra time. Same situation, okay? Herediano's down 4. They at least get a goal. Herediano scored on the Galaxy. And the Galaxy finally showed themselves to be what they have been. But the Galaxy finally broke through, but Herediano at least could score. And it looked like they had less likely than Chivas. Chivas at least had moments of looking like, hey, maybe they'll do something in front of net. They didn't. They didn't. So put your heads back down, because that's a shame. That is a shame that Herediano was in the same situation going to LA, which is not as bad as going to Estadio Azul. And they scored, you didn't. And you have better players. I know the goal you scored at home was an own goal, but still. Should they got a penalty in the first half? Yes. The handball? Yes, they should have got it. But who cares? Because, let's be honest, who thinks they would at least hold the game to 2? Nobody, right? Who am I kidding? Nobody. They still would have allowed 4. It just would have been 4-2 on aggregate, which I guess you'd feel a little bit better about. So, no, América won this one. They didn't steal this one. They didn't steal this one at all. So if you want to say América robbed this one, they didn't. No way, no how. No way, no how. No way, no how. Oh, they won this one. Full-time stats, 14 shots to 6, 9 shots on goal to 2, 46% possession, or 56% possession to 44% possession, 440 pass to 336, 88% pass accuracy to 88, 9 fouls to 11, 2 offside to 0, 0 yellow cards to 3, 0 red cards to 1, 5 corners to 2. Jesus Christ. I mean, still, really, this game was a joke. This game was a joke. Point blank, period. I mean, Chivas went and said, you know what? They had hope. The sad part is they had hope. For 2 legs, or 2 games against América of the 3, they had hope. They beat them 1-0 at home. They drew them at home down a man. They proceed to get owned on the road. By the way, where was Cade Cowell? By the way, a red card in the league doesn't stop him from playing in the Champions Cup, just so you know. Just so you know. Because I think they missed the fact that he wasn't going to play this week in the league. You might as well let him play this game. Might have been better, but no. Playing Beltran, Jesus Christ, no. That did not play out well. Camberos should have played. Camberos should have played. Cowell should have played. Maybe that would have been better. I don't know. But what Chivas did, nope, this is the same old Chivas. Same old Chivas they've been all year with Garcia. Same old team. We thought they might have turned a corner. That could have been just a 2-game new manager bounce. No, they didn't turn a corner. They didn't. They didn't. They got shadow realmed. It just didn't take. It just wasn't 7-0 on aggregate. No, it was 4-1. And a 1-1 draw in the league. They didn't get shadow realmed. Which I guess, positives, I guess, or at least not as bad as we thought. They did get shadow realmed in 1 game, but out of the 3 games, I mean, hey, if you give them the 1 goal they scored in the league game, they'd still lose on aggregate 5-2. Not that it matters, because that's not how this works, but my God. They can't score. They're legit a joke. They're a joke. Doesn't matter who the manager is. Doesn't matter who the board is. Doesn't matter who the sporting director is. Chivas is a joke at this point. And 3 years ago, when they made that final against Tigres, people were like, you know what? They may be back. No, they aren't. No, they weren't. No. Paunovic got him to a final? No. And you're like, damn. No. And it's sad because it's like, damn, you expected some out of this era. After that, you expect some out of this era. Nothing happened. This Chivas team is rudderless, directionless, and a joke. Just be real. América did their job. This is the América who won 3 titles in a row. And they're still pretty high on the Mexican table. This team is not done yet. And they're still going in the Champions Cup. And they might just finally win the damn Champions Cup for the first time in, 10 years? I think, actually, yeah. Yeah, 10 years, 9 years, 10 years. It's been almost a decade, if not a decade. They did beat Montreal in 2015. 2016, they won against Tigres. It's been 9 years. It's been almost a decade. I almost forget about that Tigres final. I love the final where they played Montreal, though. That was a good final. Probably I didn't hate them then. Thank you for beating Montreal. But with that being said, América has not won the Champions Cup in 9 years. No joke. 9 years. And this is the team to do it. If they're going to break that streak and get number 8, La Ocho, it's going to be now. It has to be now. It has to be. The time is now. Whatever. It has to be, right? It has to be, right? Because Cruz Azul, Sanchez is the manager. They are solid, but América is still the better team. On an even playing field, anything can happen. They play Galaxy or Tigres. Tigres is old as hell, and Galaxy is banged up as hell. They should beat either of them. If they beat Cruz Azul, they should beat either of them. And then they got, most likely, Miami or LAFC, because I don't think Vancouver beats either of the two, and I don't think Pumas or Alajuelense beat either of the two. So, I think Miami probably beats LAFC. So, but let's just give LAFC their due. One of them two in the final. I think they beat LAFC. Miami, it might be rigged. Miami, CONCACAF might rig that damn thing for Messi. That's probably how they win. Which would be funny because, turnabout's fair play, right? Turnabout's fair play. The Hamburglar turns and kicks América in the balls like John Cena kicked Cody Rhodes in the balls. Miami would have sold their soul. Just like John Cena sold his soul, right? So, who knows? That'd be kind of funny, I won't lie. It'd be kind of funny if it happened that way, I won't lie. It'd be funny. But, yeah, I guess that's what's going to happen now. They want that final. We'll see what happens, but, yeah. Yeah, I think we're at the position now that América's probably one of the top two favorites to win this thing. They're certainly the favorite to make the final from this side of the bracket. And they're certainly probably playing Miami, if not LAFC. I think we know where this is going. I think we know where this is going at this point. Cruz Azul, if they don't pull the win out of their behinds against América, it's going to be América in the final against Miami or LAFC. It ain't going to be Pumas or Alajuelense or Pumas Alajuelense or Vancouver. It ain't going to be. I can tell you that much right now. And it ain't going to be Tigres or LA Galaxy, because even if Paintsel comes back, that still isn't enough to beat América, even if they do beat Tigres with Paintsel. Tigres, I love what they're doing with Guido Pizarro. It ain't enough. Maybe a little bit more attacking flair than Chivas. If Cruz Azul can't beat them, I don't see Tigres doing it. I don't see Galaxy doing it without Ricky Puig. Not now, at least. 3 weeks ago, maybe. Not now. With that being said, Chivas did their job. Or not. No, they didn't. América did their job. Chivas laid down and died. There we go. That's better. With that being said, man of the match, the whole team. Yeah, we'll do that. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you tomorrow, 3 p.m., 2:55 Central, for Chelsea versus FC Copenhagen, the second leg in the Conference League. Chelsea leads on aggregate. Let's see if they finish it off and move on to the quarterfinals of the Conference League. And then, of course, at 7, we got Miami. Cavalier versus Miami. Let's see if Miami pushes on. We'll be live and reviewing for that as well. 2 lives, 2 reviews tomorrow, just like last week. We'll see it. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Congratulations. Felicidades. América. Commiserations, Chivas. See ya. Peace.